3 a.m. in the morning. I'm sitting
That's into right field. Long run for Pilar. And Pilar all out into foul territory to make the play.
Bogarts with a drive out to right field. Judge is back on it, and that one's gone.
Against all odds. Here's a high fly ball driven deep to right. Verdugo back to the pen. Leaps up. He caught it. He caught the ball. He took it back.
And I will keep on waiting for a better day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pesky podcast. My name is Robert, and I apologize for this episode coming out very, very, very late. It should be about 36 hours or so late. I apologize for it. It's been a long weekend for me. I'm sorry about that, but how you guys doing today? I appreciate you guys for sticking out with me. Once again, welcome to your favorite Red Sox podcast out there. Maybe second favorite. Section 10 is pretty damn good. I wouldn't mind if you like Section 10 over me, but how you guys doing today? I hope you had an amazing weekend. For me, it was a truly amazing weekend. Very busy, but I'll get into that at the end of the episode for those who stick around. Right now, we got a ton of Red Sox news to cover because the Red Sox finally heeded my words. They finally went out and made some money moves. All right? They finally went out and got a pitcher. I told them they needed two. They went out and they've gotten 2 since Wednesday. One that's more of a safe pick for about $10 million. One that was a big trade that just happened about 3 hours before I hit the record button. And the only reason I'm hitting the record button so late is because I had classes all day today. So without further ado, YouTube, you get to see this beautiful face as is every week. Make sure you hit that subscribe and notification button so you see every time I go live. Hopefully with some guests soon. Like I said, very busy. Haven't been able to schedule in any guests. Hopefully that will change very, very, very soon. Spotify and iTunes gang, I never forget about you guys. How you guys doing today? You guys truly help this channel more than you know, especially the Spotify and iTunes gang, because that is where most podcasts are held. YouTube, we just put it on, so that's another easy platform for people to listen on. So with that being said, follow the Instagram also at Pesky Podcast. Let's get right into the news. Adam Ottavino, a name that in Red Sox Nation has haunted us for a while now, for 2 years now. All right, 2019, dude was a stud in 2019. Dude was amazing. 6-5 record, a 1.9 ERA, pitching 66 innings in 73 games. Now, Adam Ottavino is somebody who ain't going to pitch a ton of innings in a game. He is not a long reliever. He is someone that's just going to come in and pitch an inning, maybe a little more. That's all you need him to do. Now we have an official closer. All right, and y'all can come out here and say that last year wasn't really his year. 2-3 record, 5.89 ERA. He sounds like every other pitcher that the Red Sox have brought through the system in the past year, and I get that. I understand that. Let me adjust my camera real quick. Let me put it a little down. So, sorry, Spotify, that didn't make any sense. But he's one of those guys that's had a bad year in 2020. All right, a ton of guys had a bad year in 2020. The Yankees decided they were just going to get rid of the cap and trade him to an inner city rival, or not inner city, an interdivision rival, which is unheard of, really. This is only the 5th time the Red Sox and Yankees have made a trade in the past 50 years. Since 1970, they've only made 5 total trades. This doesn't happen often. Let's celebrate that Heim decided to jump on this and really get it out there and get us another pitcher. All right, he finally got us another pitcher. Like I said, Adam Ottavino, throughout his career, his numbers are looking like a .472 win percentage, a .353 ERA. All right, he's not bad at all. Strikeout to walk ratio at a 2.59. It's very good. 10.4 strikeouts a game. Very much a strikeout kind of guy. Walks about 4 a game. Should really get that less. All right, a whip of about 1.31. So if he's coming in for, let's say, an inning. Let's say he's coming in to close a 9th. On average, he's letting up about a guy on base. And that's about it. All right. But he still averages that 3.53 ERA throughout his career. Once again, 2020 off season. All right, that was a terrible season for a ton of players. Very few players actually got better throughout the 2020 season. Most just got worse. That's how it is. Right? That's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. 2020 sucked. We can all agree on that. But even with his time in Colorado, dude was 2.43 ERA in 2018, 2.67 in 2016. Dude's been killing it for a while now. All right. Give me a second and let me look up his contract, because I know the Yankees did this for a salary dump, and we got their number 24 prospect too, who I believe was a pitcher also. Give me a little while, I might get him on the show. And Adam Ottavino's contract ain't even bad. It was a 3-year 27, and he's on the last year of his deal now. He's supposed to be paid $8.15 million this season. We paid Kike Hernandez more than that. Like, damn. I mean, we didn't pay Kike Hernandez more annually, but we paid Kike Hernandez more in total. But Adam Ottavino, adding him to this rotation, adding him to this bullpen, which has a bunch of young arms in it already. Like I said, we got Houck, Pivetta. I'll say this every episode. Houck, Pivetta, Whitlock. We have this young movement in. And a guy like Ottavino could definitely come in here and teach these guys something, especially in the strikeout game. I wasn't expecting the Red Sox to come in here and get a guy to really help them boost for wins, but they did. I was expecting them to get somebody old in here, a.k.a. Corey Kluber, that can just really help out these young bucks on their road to success. The road to success for them is going to be a long one, and I completely get that. But any sort of old help that you can get to mentor those guys to get them ready for 2022, 2023, and beyond, we could have done. But the Red Sox decided to go both. They got somebody who can help them out for at least a year, if not more if they re-sign him back, and somebody who could teach these young bucks something else. All right, Adam Ottavino is definitely a good signing. All right, and I know came from the Yankees. We don't really do trades with the Yankees around here, and I get that. It's a weird thing, I know, but it's for the best. All right, we got him. So, next we went to another kind of rival and got one of their dudes. My guy Kike Hernandez, who was somebody that I was a little weird on. I was ish on him at first when I heard the original rumors come out. I was like, can this dude really play outfield? That was my big question. All right, if Baseball Reference could actually give me his stats. His stats aren't even on here. Really? Kike Hernandez. Stop giving me Enrique Hernandez. Bro. Sometimes Baseball Reference just doesn't want to be my friend, and especially with my laptop slowly dying right now. It's dumb. But with the Dodgers, I don't even know. It won't even give me his stats. That's weird. But with Kike Hernandez coming in, I'm really happy with it. I mean, he's only 29, but he's an infielder who has played every position except catcher for the Dodgers. So he can play a little bit of everywhere. The question is, who do we want at second base? Is it Chavis' spot or is it Hernandez's spot? Hopefully if I go down in this article, give me some stats for him. There we go. Throughout his career, he averaged 240, 313 on base, and 313 slugging, and a 425. You guys get it. You guys get it. It's been an off episode for me. All right, and I hope you guys understand that. But I think that getting him on I believe it's a 2 for 14. Yep, 2 for 14 is a great signing. It's a little more on the expensive side for an infielder, but especially with the rumors about Benintendi getting traded, we needed another outfielder to come in here. Maybe Benny doesn't get traded now and he just takes the bench. Maybe Hernandez goes out into the outfield or Chavis goes out into the outfield. One of them takes that left field spot. Doogie gets center. Renfroe gets right. Benintendi goes to the bench. Or we trade Benintendi for more prospect pitchers, and we sign another free agent outfielder, maybe a Billy Hamilton. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But Now with these moves, now that we finally made some moves, there's some room for the Red Sox to play around with. We can maybe go, there are multiple options we can endure instead of just saying, look, we got to get 2 pitchers. All right, now we got those 2 pitchers. And we got an infielder / outfielder, Brock Holtish type. All right, we have plenty of room to play with now. Are we contenders? Let's not fool ourselves here. We're nowhere near contenders. That's something that's still way outside the road. I think by 2022, 2023, we will be playoff, and then 2023, 2024, we will be up there with contenders. The next guy we got is on. There we go. My laptop's being weird because it's about to die. But the next guy we got was Garrett Richards. As a starting pitcher. One thing we needed. This dude's out of Riverside too, and I think Christian Koss was out of Riverside. I don't know. Go back to the Christian Koss interview, and y'all will see where Christian Koss is from. But over the last 3 years, he's done very, very well. 2019, he barely played, which is concerning. But if you look at 2020, 2-2 record, 4.03 ERA with 51 innings pitched, I will take that. A whip of 1.2, not bad. Strikeout of 271. Not a strikeout guy, but keeps the walks down. From the numbers, it looks like he is a pitch to contact guy. And if you look at him in 2014 and 2015, in 2014 he went 13-4 with a 2.61 ERA, and in 2015 he went 15-12. Dude started 32 games with a 3.65 ERA. Dude's been good. Dude's been very, very good throughout his career. All right, he is going to be 33 sometime very soon, so he is on the older end of the ladder, but more than excited to have this guy on the team and just see what he can do with this starting rotation. So now that we have Richards, our starting rotation, or starting pitchers, I should say, we have Chris Sale, Erod, Evaldi, Richards, Perez, Houck, Pavetta. We have 7 starters now. I'm okay with that. Now the question is, do the Red Sox start sliding into a 6-man rotation? And the answer is maybe. I mean, you have the depth for it now. You picked up a bunch of starting pitchers, and now you have you still Brazier in the which you know what I'm talking about, in the bullpen. You have who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting a lot. You have Barnes. You have Jeffrey Springs. That's the name I was looking for. You have Otto Vino. You have at least 11 pitchers now, and I know there's one more I'm forgetting. You have plenty of pitchers now. You're good. We're actually good now with pitchers, and that doesn't even exclude the fact that maybe Mata could make his debut this year. Did I forget Whitlock? I think I forgot Whitlock. So that's your 12. With Mata 13th on the way. I like it. I really like it. Well, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. And by the way, once again, I apologize for these episodes being a little bit shorter than usual. They're probably going to be around the half-hour point to 45-minute point now, instead of, your typical hour to hour and 15-minute episodes. But twice a week, I have less to cover. A, I don't have a co-host. B, there's plenty going against me now, but I'm going to try and keep getting people in through the rotation, maybe get some fans on too. That's something I've gotten some DMs from fans saying if I ever need some help to let me know. And trust me, those fans out there, if you're listening, I really appreciate it. And plus, I apologize if you can hear anything in the background. I got people living, right behind these walls. So they're annoyed with me already, probably with this. I already told them about it. I apologized. But let's get into some more MLB news. So spring training, right around the corner. It might get delayed once again. I mean, the union is pushing back. Basically what's happening is the Cactus League is saying we should delay the start, and the union pushes back. At this point, I really feel that we should just go for it. All right? The NFL proved to us that we can realistically run a 17-week season and they didn't miss a single damn game. Yes, a lot was being pushed around, but they made it through. The NBA is now showing us that you can have that sport every single day of the week, and they're still making it work. Yes, they've had a lot of postponements so far, and it's going to drive their playoffs back even more, but we should have the same thing with baseball. Why wouldn't we? I mean, we have maybe just World Series is pushed back. Maybe you have an extra 2 weeks at the end of the year completely dedicated to games that were postponed. What's stopping that? All right, every other team around has proved that this is a possibility. It can work. Well, we can find a way to make it work. It'll be hard. Like I said, there'll be a lot of postponements. We maybe won't even have any fans at any games this season. But we're going to make it work. I promise you. They'll find a way to make it work. Next thing we got, and I'm really sorry, I'm speeding through this episode right now. My laptop is on 4%. It is slowly dying. But with the with that whole thing about us maybe missing playoffs, the MLBPA rejects the MLB's proposal of a universal DH. We are back to the NL not having any more DHs, which means we can have Bartolo hitting home runs again. I'm kidding. Bartolo's been retired for years now. Technically not, but no one's going to sign him, sadly. Moment of silence for Bartolo. A legend. Y'all know, Bartolo is a legend. But universal DH in the NL really worked last year. And I think with the addition of the second base rule, where teams, you get your runner on second base right from the get-go in extra innings, I don't know. Maybe that's something we want to explore, is having that universal DH if we want to keep that other rule in there, because then that just screws over the other teams. Because then you have to not only worry about keeping your relievers active and healthy and making sure they have plenty of stamina and not overusing them, but when you get into those extra inning games, when am I going to sub them out? I have to sub them out if they're running, obviously, or if they're hitting, I have to sub them out. You're going to keep going through pitchers faster and faster and faster. We gotta do something about it. All right, and let's say just a complete hypothetical. All right, you have a pitcher go in. Oh wait, never mind. That's not a rule. I was thinking that you have to stay in for at least 3 pitches or 3 batters in a row. But if it's an inning change, you can change out pitchers. So that's something. But we're going back to having regular pitchers. All right, and the final bit of news, and like I said, I know this episode's only going to be like 20 minutes long, and I hate it, but I need to get something out for you guys because you guys deserve it. All right, this is a very small thing. Toronto gets a little bit worse. They let Hector Perez go, and he's over in Cincinnati. I don't know too much about the Reds or the... Oh, Hector Perez is only 24. Made his big league debut for Toronto last season. In his lone game, he gave up 2 runs and 3 hits. Wow. It was a trade to a player to be named later or cash. The problem is, I am very confused why they would do that. Perez is only 24. Hector Perez is only 24. You don't just get rid of young bucks like that. Let me look at his numbers real quick if I can find them. Because usually you want to keep a hold of your young bucks like that. And I get this episode's been all over the place. Once again, I apologize. It's been a bad episode. All right, and trust me, that's something with me, is I like to keep my episodes consistent. I want you guys to have good episodes. I won't release an episode if I don't think it's good, but you guys deserve an episode. I just feel bad about it. Let me look at his minor and winter league stats for Hector Perez. My laptop will load. Like I said, this laptop's been struggling. The battery life on this laptop sucks. Let me go down. And he hasn't been bad. He has not been bad in the minors. Let's see. Last year for because it's a lot of numbers. He played in New Hampshire for a little while. Had a 4.6 ERA there. In 2018, he played for Bulls Creek. He had a 3.84. All throughout, for all levels, he has a 23-16 record and a 3.66 ERA, and that's through all levels. So you can take with that as you will. All right, my laptop is on 2%, and I don't know how much you guys really care about The only reason I brought it up was because it involved an intercity rival, not an intercity, once again, interdivision rival. But with that, I know I didn't put out an episode on Sunday, and I really should have, and I apologize. It was my birthday on Sunday. I wanted to record and just spend some time doing what I love, but family comes first. I was hanging out with my two sisters all day. We lost at bowling. I lost at bowling. We're not gonna cut the cameras. We're not gonna talk about that. All right. That was the one thing that I really liked this week. It was a fun day. Even the people that I live with at college that knew it was my birthday did something really special for me, and that meant the world to me. My laptop is on 1%, and it is dying slowly. So I apologize. I'm going to have to wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you guys. Keep him close. I always keep my Bible right here. You guys mean the world to me. You know that. Roll the outro music. Once again, I apologize. This episode is so short. I will see you guys in the next one.
Way you move, that shit is beautiful. Late night crew, you're uno numero. We all asked the feelings mutual. She had me until her funeral. And you won't say yes, it's true. Cause you like that I might fall for you. On the late night covers, there's the truth. Yeah, what you do, you got me singing like filling up a cup, I'm addicted to you, couldn't get enough. Had a real long night, now we feeling rough. And they be coming after you, driving trucks. And I be running faster in my trucks. And she be looking at me, stunned and then going ha ha ha. While you always singing la la la. And you won't say yes, it's true. Cause you like that